Gopal Prabhuji, Ramay Pran Prabhuji, Karina Mataji, Mohini Madhavi Devi Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So today we will sing another bhajan to worship Lord Jagannath by a Muslim devotee of the Lord known as Bhakta Salabega. This is a Vaishnava song. And this bhajan is in Odia. Jagannatha kichi magu nahi muto te. Jagannatha kichi magu nahi muto te. Magu hani dhana magu nahi jana maguchi sarada baliruhate जगन्नाथ है किछि मागु नहीं मुतो ते Anadarsana nalode nayane katambu dekabina suni baku kanana che anatum vacharita kamana jagannatha kichi magu nahi muto te Jihwana bancai gramya gaibaku rajani divasa tumba nama bala kebala sankali hoi tau pitavasa Jagannatha kichi magu nahi muto te Nasha mora tripti labhai anasu basadrva ya agrane tava chadamala tulasi kusuma chandana kapura dhyane jagannatha kichi magu nahi muto te Mohasta Anguli Rama Vanamali Japutau Hare Krishna Kahe Sale Bega Jatire Yavana Totirte Jamo Prana Jagannatha Kichi Magu Nahi Muto Te He Jagannatha Kichi Magu Nahi Muto Te. Hare Krishna. Translation. O Jagannatha, I ask nothing from you, neither wealth, neither followers. I am only asking for 1 4 arms length of land at Sarada Bali. My eyes want nothing other than to see your beautiful form. My ears want nothing other than to hear the recitation of your songs. Neither by day or night does this tongue want to sing mundane songs. O Pitavasa, O Lord Jagannatha, who wears yellow garments, chanting your holy name is my only hope. My nose is not interested in the smells of this world. It only wants to relish the fragrance of your prasadi garlands, tulsi, flowers, sandalwood paste, and camphor. O Rama Vanamali, O flute-playing Krishna, who gives pleasure to his devotees, My fingers want only to be engaged in the japa of Hare Krishna. Salabega of low-born caste pleads to give up his body in the holy land of Jagannath Puri. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for the opportunity to share this bhajan by a wonderful devotee of Lord Jagannath who happened to be from the Muslim community. The Lord doesn't care for anybody's caste or religion. He just looks for bhakti. And we see here how this devotee is revered with this Vaishnava song even today. Hare Krishna. Looks like Neela Govind Prabhuji is only able to join after a half hour. So we can discuss more stories about Lord Jagannath today. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katamahyam Dadadi Swapatantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Patakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadharine Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, dear devotees. Today there was the celebration of Jagannath Ratha Yatra in Jagannath Puri. So let's discuss about Lord Jagannath and his reciprocation with his devotees. Before that, let's discuss about the beautiful carts of the chariots of the Lord. The Lord's chariot is called Nandi Ghosha, and it has 16 big wheels. The guardian of Nandi Ghosha is Garuda, and the charioteer is Daruka. There are four white horses in front of the chariot. The names are Shanka, Balaka, Suveta, and Haridashwa. And the rope coming out of Lord Jagannath's chariot, where devotees pull him from Jagannath Puri temple to Gundicha temple, starting on the big grand road in Jagannath Puri. That rope name is Sankachuda Nagini. And there's an accompanying deity of Lord Jagannath is Madan Mohan. So now we look at the chariot of Lord Balramji. So chariot of Lord Balabhadra is called Taladhwaja. and it has 14 wheels. Lord Jagannath's chariot is 45 feet high, and Lord Balram's chariot is 44 feet high. And the guardian is Vasudev. We know the father of Krishna and Balram is Vasudev. So the guardian is Vasudev, and the charioteer is for Krishna is Daruka, for Balramji is Mathali, and the horses are black in front of this chariot. The names are Tribra, Ghora, Dirgha, Shrama, and Swarna Nava. And the rope of the chariot is called Vasuki Naga. The accompanying deity is Ramakrishna. So, and another important aspect is we can differentiate between the different chariots by looking at the color of the chariots of the Lord. And the yellow and red color is Lord Krishna or Lord Jagannath's chariot, and the Lord Balram's chariot is red and green. And now we'll talk about the chariot of Mother Subhadra. Her chariot's name is Darpadalana, and it has 12 wheels. So Jagannath chariot has 16 wheels, Balram's chariot has 14 wheels, and Mother Subhadra's chariot has 12 wheels. And the guardian is Jaya Durga, and the charioteer is none other than her husband Arjuna. And her horses are red in color. Rochita, Mochita, Jita, and Aparijita. And the rope of Mother Subhadra's chariot is Swarna Chuda Nagini, and the accompanying deity is Sudarshana. So we have these beautiful chariots for Jagannath Ratha Yatra, and we can meditate on this, on the beautiful vision of these big chariots. And in YouTube, there is live as well. And we can see how many devotees assemble to pull the chariots of the Lord. This year looks like it was raining, but yet devotees came out in large numbers. Um, okay, the flags are also important. The name of the Jagannath's chariot, the flag on top is Trilokya Mohini, and the chariot and the flag of Lord Balram is Unani, and the flag of Subhadra Maya is Nandambika. So there are specific measures for these chariots. It's written from the very beginning. These chariots are built fresh every year with very, very accurate measurements, and uh, the height and the number of wheels, all are precise measurements. So this is a beautiful festival that preparation starts many months back, where the timber and the wood for these chariots are collected on Akshay Tritiya, and artisans start working with these special constructs. There's no nails. It's all built uh, based on the specification written from very, very ancient times, and it's followed. And we see when um, when um, the devotees in USA had to build a cart. First time the cart broke, and because they were trying their best. But the in Jagannath Puri, all these specifications are perfect, and the ancient science of how to build a cart is being followed every year to the precise measure. And we know how huge these chariots are. It carries many of the devotees and many deities. Um, so we can imagine when it's 45 feet tall, that how much wood and artisanship goes on building these wonderful chariots for the Lord's festival. And now, meditating on this wonderful festival, let's discuss about the wonderful devotees of the Lord Jagannath over the years. How did the Lord reciprocate? So there is this very important ritual where the king of Jagannath Puri or Orissa comes to sweep the floor, and we know we also have a broom kept during Jagannath Ratha Yatra, and the person doing that service cleans the floor for Jagannath's car to move forward over that. So this service was taken by the king of Orissa, starting with Indrayumna Maharaj, who who built the temple, and and we discussed about the story yesterday, how the wooden deities came into being, carved by Vishwakarma initially, and then the deities are changed every 8, 12, 19 years during Purushottama month, um, Navakalevara festival. So these the deities are worshipped by the king by taking a very humble position of just a sweeper, and this shows that in front of the Lord there is no distinction between king or commoner, or rich or poor, learned or unlearned. Um, so and there's no distinction of caste or creed in Jagannath temple. Non-Hindus or non-Indians are not allowed, but during Jagannath Ratha Yatra there is no such distinction, because the Lord is coming and giving himself to everyone. So this Maharaj, he comes to sweep the floor, and the king is called the royal sweeper, or Chera Panahara. So it is a very important service, and the king sweeps the floor. And there was once an instance where um, the king of Jagannath Puri was ready to get married, and he went to the neighboring kingdom of Kanchi and saw the princess, and he liked her and wanted to get married. And the king of Kanchi, before giving his daughter away, he he wanted to visit Jagannath Puri, and he came on the day of Jagannath Ratha Yatra. And when he came, he saw that this king, who was the person who was going to marry his daughter, was sweeping the floor in to before the chariot, and he felt, oh, we are royal people. How can we marry our daughter to a sweeper? And he said that and went away to his kingdom. And this king was very enraged to see the pride of the king of Kanchi, thinking himself great even in front of the Lord. When this king was doing the service as a menial servant, he was judged, and the king did not want to give his daughter in marriage. So there was a war that ensued, and the king of Kanchi was had a bigger army, and he was winning the war. So this devotee king, he prayed to Jagannath and said, "I'm fighting only for your honor. Somebody humiliated your 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 service, and that's not right. And that's why I'm fighting this war. You got to help me here, Jagannath." And then Jagannath and Baladeva, they came as two army men on a white horse and a black horse. So we saw from the chariot how Jagannath has white horses and Balramji has black horses. So similarly, the Lord came in a human form on these two horses. And they came as soldiers, and they told the king's army that this king's name is Purushottam Dev, and he told the army that these soldiers said, "We are going ahead. You all just follow." And the Lord in these this horses event, and there's also another pastime on the way. When the Lord went, it was very sunny, and there was a devotee lady, Manika, who's a milkmaid, and she had buttermilk. We know how Lord loves buttermilk and milk products coming from other cow. So he said, "Please, we are going to fight the war for you. So please give me that buttermilk that you're carrying on your head on that pot. We need to quench our thirst and get refreshed so that we can go fight the war." And she said, "Oh, this is my only sustenance. If I give you this, my family will be starving." The Lord said, "Don't worry, we'll pay you." And then the Lord took the pot and drank, and Balramji also drank and finished the pot. And then when Monica was waiting for remuneration, she saw that the Lord didn't have any money. So what he did was he just gave. He said, "Take this ring and give it to the king, and he will give you what you need." So she waited there until the king with his army was coming behind these two soldiers. And these two soldiers, because they're Jagannath and Baldev, they went and defeated the whole army, and they won the war. And um, this princess was taken as a prisoner and bought. And um, and before that, when the king came to the point where this milkmaid Manika had given the milk pot, she was waiting there for the king, and she offered the ring that was given to her by the Lord. And when Purushottam Dev looked at the ring, it was the ring that he had gifted Jagannath. So he understood that the two soldiers who went ahead and won the war for them was none other than Jagannath and Baldev. Jagannath ki jai. So we see how he reciprocates so well with his devotees who are sincere. And this King Purushottam Dev was a sincere servant. He didn't think himself great as a king. He just considered himself a menial servant of the Lord. So we can learn that we shouldn't take any service high or low, thinking washing the bathrooms for the Lord or cooking for the Lord is a menial service in the eyes of the Lord. It is considered the highest service. Whatever service we do for the Lord really reciprocates, and we see how He did for this King Purushottam Dev. And the end of the story is Purushottam Dev marries the Padmavati of Kanchi. They they were a great devotee couple who who spent the rest of their life serving the Lord Jagannath. Then we can discuss about another devotee named Dasa Bauri, who who was very poor, and to sustain his family, he he was he had to work every day. And when his friends were going to Jagannath Puri on a pilgrimage, he couldn't go. But he used to worship Lord Jagannath in his mind every day, and he used to um, spend time every day worshiping the Lord with different paraphernalia. And though he couldn't go to Jagannath Puri, his mind was always on the Lord. So when his friends were going to Jagannath Puri, he gave a coconut. And his friends, when they came to the temple, they said, "Oh Lord, this is something that your devotee Dasabori had offered you," and they kept it just outside near the Arunastamba, and they left. And when they came back after darshan, they saw the coconut had um, with broken shells inside the temple. So when this pure devotee offered this coconut, the Lord actually ate it. Similar thing happened next time when he sent mangoes. There were the mango kernels or the seeds were found inside the temple, though it was offered outside. So the Lord really loves and reciprocates with his devotees and accepts their humble offerings. Another story is how Tulsidas, great devotee of Ram, who came to Jagannath Puri, and he was not very happy seeing the wooden deities and that he couldn't worship Lord Ram. And then in his dream, the Lord Ram came and he said he's not different from Lord Jagannath. And and um, this uh, this dream just made Tulsidas a better devotee, understanding that Lord Krishna and Ram are the same, and his worship improved since then. There is many other instances where the Lord even wears the Ganesh Vesha. So there was a devotee, um, Ganapati Bhatta, who was from Maharashtra and was a very staunch devotee of Lord Ganesh. And he was also having a similar attitude when he came to Jagannath Puri. With the invitation he got from the king, he came, but he was not too happy to see that Lord Jagannath Baldev and Subhadra Maharani is worshipped here, and he was worshipping Lord Ganesh, and the Lord um, came in his dream that to come back and take darshan again. And even today on Snan Purnima, the Lord is given Ganesh Vesha, and this was the darshan that this Ganapati Bhatta had when he went to see Lord Jagannath, Baldev, and Subhadra Maharani. They all had elephant tusks and trunks attached to their faces. So this devotee understood that all the devatas are also serving the Supreme Lord, and it is His own energy that's empowering every deity. So the Lord reciprocates well with anybody who is a good devotee of the Lord. Hare Krishna. And we've run out of time, but just one more quick story. This is another story of a devotee in Jagannath Puri who was very poor, and he scratched the line in Bhagavad Gita that said, "Lord takes care of His devotees. My devotees never perish." And he went out because his family was starving, and the two young boys came to his home when he was out and bought all the groceries. And one boy had a scar on his face, and the wife asked, "Why do you have a scar?" And he said, "It's because your husband was very angry and he hurt me." So when the husband came back, he saw the poor family had enough food for the whole family and to serve guests. So he asked, "How did this happen?" And the wife said there were two boys, one with black complexion and one with fair complexion came with all the grains and groceries. And one said that you had hurt him, chastising him. So then this this Arjun Mishra understood it was none other than the Supreme Lord. And the Bhagavad Gita line he scratched was hurting the Lord because the Lord's instructions uh, are, and Bhagavad Gita is not different from himself. So when he scratched the line, it hurt the Lord. So we see here how wonderfully Lord Jagannath reciprocates to his wonderful devotees. And today's bhajan was about Salabega. Salabega had a mother who was a Brahmin widow. A Muslim soldier was married her forcibly, and that's how Salabega was born. This Muslim soldier was in Aurangzeb's army. But the mother was a great devotee of Lord Jagannath, and Salabega was also a great devotee. And Salabega had to fight for Aurangzeb, but he always used to think about Lord Jagannath. And he came wounded from a war, and his mother nursed him to um, nursed him so that he could get better. And then um, he was lying on his bed and couldn't go to the Jagannath Ratha Yatra, and he was thinking about the Lord. And it is said that the Rath came and stopped in front of Salabega's home. And only when Salabega came out and touched the rope, the Lord's cart moved again. And so we see here the Lord reciprocates with every devotee so well, in spite of what religion they are. He does not care as long as he gets the love from his devotee, he reciprocates. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much for the opportunity to share some of the reciprocations by Lord Jagannath to his devotees. And all these stories are present in Bhakti Purushottam Swami's book on Jagannath Puri. So there are a lot more stories, but in the interest of time, we can conclude today and take any reflections before we start, before Neela Govind Prabhuji starts his Bhagavad Gita class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu- Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, I just wanted to mention that, like I said yesterday, whether we take association of devotees via Zoom or in person, there was always some interest for the self-realized soul. Because while you were describing all the features of the chariots today and the horses in front of the Lord Jagannath and Lord Balaram, I, at the same time, I was also, since morning, early morning, I was looking at the live on YouTube with the Lord Jagannath chariot celebration in Puri. And exactly when you was describing the Lord's horses on each chariot, I was looking, and the same time the pictures came up with those features. And also, sometimes we always, not sometimes, but we always learn something new every day in each of the pastimes, each of the classes. And I didn't know of the different amount of wheels on the chariots of the different, like Lord Jagannath 16, Balaramji 14, and Subhadra Maya 12. So that's something I learned today as as a factual thing. And this is why I'm saying that we always have to take association of devotees. So by Zoom or in person, we always educate ourselves and improve our intellect on our Krishna culture. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for always encouraging us, always giving us all the ingredients to improve on our bhakti. Gratefully appreciated, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Ramay Pran Prabhuji. And it's amazing how the Lord works through all of us to discuss on topics, and He reveals Himself. So it is very nice that you shared that you were seeing these details. And bhakti means looking at the little details, how the Lord is served. So this is not just or just data or information, but however these wonderful rituals to serve the Lord, it it's very nice to see the details and worship the Lord. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, then Nam all Prabhuji Prabhupada.
Hare
Thank
Krishna,
you,
Hare
sir.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
For
Hare.
wonderfully explaining all these wonderful details. In fact, yeah, yesterday my wife was asking as a quiz questions to my kids, how many
Hare
wheels, and
Hare
what are
Bol.
the names and all. So I was
Yes.
thinking if she would have asked tonight, I would have better. So anyway, Prabhuji, thank you so much for providing all these wonderful details, Prabhuji. And Prabhuji, I have one question. I know, this is all transcendental. As we know, Lord Jagannath doesn't look at caste, creed, religion, anything. Uh, and but Prabhuji, we can see that only, uh, some of these, people are not allowed inside, but outside they are allowed. Is there a specific reason, Prabhuji, or just they are following their rituals?
So the temple, there are many rules, and some of these rules have been shaped over the hundreds of years, and these not allowing lower castes were also followed before. So that's how many great devotees of the Lord couldn't enter, but the Lord reciprocated with them, and there were changes to some of those rules. So in the current rule that appeared, that is there is no non-Indians are allowed in. So the foreigners, devotees of Srila Prabhupada, disciples of Srila Prabhupada, they find it difficult to go in because of this rule the Pandas follow. Um, so it is because there were many attacks on Jagannath Puri, many outside um, warriors, kings have come to plunder the temple, and because of that, the rules were set that that outsiders won't any other um, um, race, etc., will not be allowed inside. But again, we know the Lord comes out during the Rath Yatra to give mercy to everyone. So, because of those rules, those are being followed even today. That white body devotees are not allowed in there, but hopefully there will be change in the future, like they changed the rules on lower caste not being allowed inside.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
That
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Bamsi Vilas Prabhuji and Ramai Pran Prabhuji and Shubal Prabhuji. And thank you for the past times, Prabhuji. It's very nice. Very heart touching, Prabhuji. As Ramai Pran Prabhuji said, I was also looking at the live YouTube, Jagannath Ratha Yatra. So beautiful, Prabhuji.
Yes.
And yeah, so and Prabhuji, for the Jagannath temple, like the what Prabhuji asked the question entrance, yes, Prabhuji. So many people, actually, so many Muslims warriors, they try to attack the temple, and they then took Jagannath on the underground, and they saved the deities. So many attacks happened, and for the entrance, Prabhuji, that's the temple's rules, regulations, not to allow other caste. Whereas the Shabar, I heard Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is no other than Lord Krishna himself, he accepted the rules and regulations and about the entrance of other caste, Prabhuji. And that's why his associates, very dear associates, Haridas Thakur, he used to bring prasad from the temple for Haridas Thakur. And I also read recently that Rupan Sanatan Goswamis, so great acharyas, but because of their names in the previous life, um, they were not also allowed to the temple. So
Yes.
yeah, Mahaprabhu accepted that rules. He
Yes.
is Krishna himself. So
Mm.
it's yes, Prabhuji, it's very amazing. But Prabhuji, the Shabar, they need to be there to pull the rope of the chariot, right, Prabhuji? The Shabar, and
Mm. Mm.
Mahaprabhu actually brought
Mm.
them.
Mm.
Yeah, the Shabar, they will come first, the lower caste.
Yes.
Yeah, they first will pull the chariot, otherwise Jagannath will not go.
Yes. But thank you for sharing these wonderful details of the different rules and regulations of Temple of Jagannath and how the Lord is merciful and everybody can participate in the Rath Yatra. Actually, I'm going to India today because of work, and I'm hoping to attend the Rath Yatra in India. Not Jagannath Puri, but at least in the hometown there. And if with all your blessings, I'm hoping that I can visit Dwaraka on my way back. So please pray for me. Hare Krishna.
Haribo. You are so blessed, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So, Prabhuji, Bhamsibilas Prabhuji, I have a question. So, your work make you travel mostly in India, right, Prabhuji?
Yes, they have an office in Pune. It's really a blessing from Krishna that once or twice a year there is a trip to India, and every time I go, I try to also visit some holy places. So I was able to go to Jagannath Puri, Vrindavan, uh, and Delhi, uh, and Mayapur all throughout these years. So as long as they have these trips, I can somehow dovetail it to some temple visits for each trip.
Very nice, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji, and Subala Gopal Prabhuji for your encouragement and blessing. Hare Krishna. Any other comments or discussion points today on Lord Jagannath? Looks like Neela Govind Prabhuji is not able to join. Sheetal Mataji just confirmed. So we can conclude with Prem Dhani prayers. And I may not be able to join the call for the next 10 days. Please pray for me and bless me so that I can visit all the holy places. Thank you so much. We can do Prem Dhani prayers now. Jai Om Vishnupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Oh, you're here. Sorry. Karina Mataji, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Jam Vishnupada Brahmamsa Parivrajaka Shish Maris Bhaktivinanda Samaraj Shravar ki Jai.
Jai.
ISKCON Bhakti Fandacharya Shravar ki Jai.
Jai.
Jam Vishnupada Brahmamsa Parivrajaka Shish Mar Bhakti Sanata Sarisko Samaraj Shravar ki Jai.
Jai.
Nandakutta Vaishnavind ki Jai.
Jai.
Namacharya Shlara Rasgur ki Jai.
Jai.
प्रेम से कोशि कृष्ण चैतन्य पवन नित्यानंद श्री राधे शिव श्री गौर भक्तिवृंद की जय।
Jai.
श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपी गोपीनाथ श्याम गंगा राधा गंगरी विलन की जय।
Jai.
श्रीमा परिधाम की जय।
Jai.
वृंदावन धाम की जय।
Jai.
श्री जगन्नाथपुरी की जय।
Jai.
गंगा माई की जय।
Jai.
यमुना माई की जय।
Jai.
तुलसी देवी की जय।
Jai.
भक्ति देवी की जय।
Jai.
श्री राम सिंह की जय।
Jai.
अनुवद भक्तविंद की जय।
Jai.
नित्य गौर ब्रह्मानंद हरि हरि बोल।
Hari Bol.
All glories to Samavati Sri Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Samavati Sri Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Samavati Sri Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Namamishmaraya Krishmishra Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vananta Swamiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharane Nirvishis Nivari Prashadhashtarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Radhe Shiv Sari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ukam Karoti Vachala Pangamlam Kadyagini Kripadamam Mande Shigrinjanatanam Paramanan Madam Shishram Karve Gorchin Radhikatarale Krishna Krishna Bhaktari Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Vanchaka Vishakri Visme Vichapatitanam Pavane Vaishnavi Namo Namaha Hare Krishna, everyone. Have a wonderful Krishna conscious day. Hari Bol.
Hari Hari Bol. Karina Mataji ki jai. Swam Shilas Prabhuji ki jai. My Pram Prabhuji, Moini Mataji, Bhakti Mataji, Sheetal all devotees ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Happy conscious travel.
Thank you
And
so
please
much.
pray for us,
Subala Gopal
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Of course, I'll pray for all of you. Hare Krishna. Subala Gopal.
Safe travels, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much,
Have a
Hare
wonderful time.
Prabhuji. Thank you
Hare
so much.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Safe travels, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for all your blessings and well wishes.